Hello and a very good morning. Welcome along to Wake Up Call. It is Tuesday morning, last day of May already, and welcome along to, oh, you're over there. Why am I talking to you there? You're not there at all. You're there. I thought you were there, but you're there. Not there, there. Thank you, George, for pointing me in the right direction. I thought I was looking now. I was thinking, where is everybody? I said, oh, you're over there. You're not normally there because you're there. Anyway, welcome along to Wake Up Call. It is the last day of May, and we are going out of May in style. So much to tell you about as far as great deals are concerned. And actually, it is going to be a fantastic day today. An extended day because we've got one of our crafty friends in the studio today. So you're going to be seeing longer shows a little bit later on. More on that to come. More on the lineup, and of course more on why you need to be heading to the web over the course of the day today as well. But let me introduce you to the two fantastic people who join me over the course of the day today. Two of my absolute faves are with me today. The lovely Corrine joins us, and also from Be Creative, it is the fantastic Gordon. How are we both?
Really good, thank you.
Yeah.
Really good, yes.
Great, thank you.
Lovely to see you. I know, Gordon, you're going to be with us a little bit later on.
Yep.
We'll come to you in a second. What have we got coming up today?
We've got so much. This is my last day of 4 here today.
Is it?
Yeah, I've been here 4 days.
Are you tired?
I'm just a little bit tired. Just a little bit, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Right. So what have we got? We've got lots of things that we've had on over the weekend, but we've got some new things as well.
Yeah.
So we start with our decoupage flowers. Oh my goodness me! We had a really flowery day on Saturday, so it was just perfect for me. So we've got things like our decoupage. Not hydrangea, lilac. Lilac, I knew what that was there. Then I made this one last night, so this was our decoupage carnation. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? You can add so much dimension. We use watercolour card there because you could really manipulate it. Or we've got the lilies as well. There is a fuchsia. Is that it? The 4? Is there more? No, there's a rose.
Yeah, there's a lily.
That's a lily.
That's a lily. I thought you said that was a fuchsia.
No, there is a fuchsia.
Oh, there is a fuchsia. There's a fuchsia, a lily, a carnation, a rose, and a lilac.
There we go,
yeah.
We've got them all. So those are absolutely beautiful, so we'll be looking at those. But we've got craft along at 2 p.m. and it's all about the shaker cards. There we go, look at those beautiful shaker cards. And we've got the flower, we've got the spritzer bottle, which is absolutely gorgeous, look at that. And we've also got the gorgeous butterfly. I'm going to be demoing with this one. See, these are all on cards, but you can actually make them as standalone cards, shapes as well. And I love this one, the gorgeous little sort of drinks jar, whatever you call it. It's got a word, doesn't it? What, I don't know. I can't do words today. It's really, so it's the cheers to you. Cheers to you. There you go. Now, what also we've got on the show is these dies that make your own sequins.
Yes.
So I love that because that means your sequins can perfectly coordinate with whatever you're making. Yeah. So that is brilliant. So we're going to look at those this morning and then at the craft along.
Fantastic.
Now, on Sunday, I missed this because you weren't here.
Well, because it was my day off, so don't say it like that.
How dare you?
How dare you take a day off?
We launched these absolutely beautiful, keeping it natural.
Natural beauty.
Natural beauty. I told you. It's going to be a long day.
We've only got 8 hours to go.
But we've got 10 hours to go.
10 hours!
It's going to be such a long day. Natural beauty, there we go. I did launch them, I promise, on Sunday. And it's all about the colouring. These are these absolutely fantastic stamps. They're all to help you to colour the hair and the skin. Now, these have been beautifully drawn so that you can use your illustrators and your tri-blend brushes. But if you've got your tri-blend pens or your classics, they're going to work beautifully. Now look at this, look at the range of colours. So we've got the blacky sort of silver hair in there, we've got the little girl with the auburn hair, and then we've got the darkest hair in there. But look at how you can make the light and shade. Please don't be frightened by these. These are beautiful, and we've kept the stamps really simple so that you can add the detail with your pens. Now, I always keep saying, We've got the next Academy of Colour launching sometime soon. I don't know the exact date, but it's very soon. And that is where Leanne is focusing on portraits. So this is the perfect time to get these. You've got them, then as soon as you've learnt with Leanne how to do your portraits, you're going to be able to jump into these, and that will be brilliant.
Fantastic. So lots to come on the craft along and on launch party as well. And sandwiched into all of that, Gordon is here from Be Creative. And just having a look at the products that you brought. I mean, you've literally brought everything but the kitchen sink along today, haven't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have today.
Yeah.
So today we will be concentrating mainly on a bit of screen printing. Let me show this to you. So this is all done with our mesh screens. It's done with the gel inks as well.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing some screen printing, but along with screen printing, we'll also be using our very thick embossing crystals. This one here has been done through a stencil, and I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
So we're going to be showing you screen printing like you have never seen done before.
Yeah.
We're not going to be using a big messy screen printing tool. We don't need to do that. We're going to be using our stamping tool, the Stamper's Friend tool. So we're going to be doing stamping with the tool, we're going to be doing screen printing with the tool, and I'm going to show you how you can emboss your screen prints with the crystals as well. So very, very unusual things today. Yeah.
I would encourage you as well to get to the website, because there's so many goodies that Gordon has brought along today, but a lot of the items, not huge amount of stock. So if you see something that you like, get it nice and quickly. I'll keep you updated right throughout the day as to what is going and when it's gone. And whilst you're on the website as well, do take advantage of the last day of our Memorial Day sale. Now this is absolutely brilliant because you've got up to 75% off selected items. I've just got one here for you, which are our balloon sentiment stamp and die sets. This is up to 75% off. Well, it is 75% off, £20 or $25. This is on the website for right now. It ends at midnight tonight though, wherever you are. So do have a look. If you've not had a chance to shop over the weekend, get online, check out those deals, and those will disappear this evening. The other thing just quickly to mention as well is if you are new to the channel and you're not yet a Club Inspire member, now is a good time to be thinking about signing up, because as of tomorrow we start our Jubilee celebration, where we're going to be giving all our Club Inspire members so many great Jubilee treats. If you're not yet a member, get signed up so you can take advantage of those deals. And also if you do sign up as a new member, you'll get £5, dollars or euros added into your account just for signing up for the first time. So lots to have a look at on the website. And if that wasn't enough information for you, one other thing we would love you to do if you get a little bit of time is to get nominating, because the Best of Craft Awards nominations are now open. You can see all of the details on the website and how you can get voting. It's really, really simple actually. Because all you need to do is get on the website and you will see, we'll show the details for you. It's coming up. Here it comes. Here it comes, anytime, there you go. Yeah, you can get voting in a whole host of categories. So you just nominate your favourite. So you've got the Female Craft Personality of the Year there. You've also got the Male Craft Personality of the Year. And it literally takes, I think they say it takes about 4 or 5 minutes, something like that, to fill out the actual form itself. You've got the Ultimate Gadget Machine, so we'd love you to get voting for the Gemini, of course. Other things you can vote for: Best Brand for Crafts. Guess who would like you to vote for? Yes, you guessed right. Best Workshop and Online Class. You can get voting for our craft along. We would love to keep that one as the winner, because that of course won last year. You can nominate our stores as well, and the Most Loved UK Craft Chain Store. You can nominate in the Designer of the Year. Of course, there's lovely Sarah and Sharon Callis as well. There's so many different categories that you can get nominating in, and we'll show you the website as well. Bottom of your screen, just there to nominate any of the categories. Visit the website address at the bottom of your screen right there. As I say, it's a little form which I reckon you'll whiz through in about 5 minutes. You can get voting, and fingers crossed we will have some nominations when the final results come round. Thank you to all of you who are already saying hello this morning. Grace is on the socials this morning. Lynn saying hi, Ben, Corinne, the CGV team, the social superstar, and everyone. We've got Jamie and George steering the Good Ship Craft today. They just gave you a little ha-ha. Sarah Brown says hello, my friends. Crafters TV. Hope you're all doing well. It's got cold here in Melbourne, Australia. I'm on the couch with Crafters TV coming through the TV. I want to know what your cold is, though. How cold is your cold? I bet it's not our cold. Thea says, hoi hoi, good morning, everyone. Hi, Thea. Hi, Linda in Maryland. Yes. Lynn says hi to Gordon, and Val says hi, Ben and Corrine. And of course, Gordon, looking forward to the show. My craft club is on this afternoon, but I will catch the craft along later. I'll be tuning in tonight. Sarah Brown says it's going to be fun today with Corrine today, losing her words. And she really deserves a break. She does a wonderful job with the demos. She does, I mean, because she's, as you've probably seen, she's getting stars on the board over there like there's no tomorrow. Current crafter of the month, don't you know? So, yeah. All very exciting.
More than a bit excited about that.
That's why she's losing her words, because she's so excited. Let's have a look at what's coming up on the craft along for you a little bit later on. So this is from 2 o'clock this afternoon. Don't forget it will be an extended show because Gordon is going to be here during the craft along for an hour, and also from 6 o'clock tonight during launch party there will be an hour with Be Creative as well. This craft along, as I say, though, is all about the shaped shaker card dies. Now you can get the deal on the screen right here. So it's $44.95 for the full collection, or $59.85, saving £15 and a penny, or $19.95. Platinum members, you get that extra discount, of course, as well. So £35.96 or $47.88 is the deal on this. You can go on a 2 for as well, 2 for £27 or 2 for $35, should you just wish to dip your toe in. But this is all about having fun, you know, creating those cards, which I think people are going to want to keep picking up and playing with. And that's what we love about shakers. You've got all of the different designs right here for you. And the great thing is Corrine was saying, you've got the ability as well, should you wish to be able to make the most of these, to get those sequin dies that we've got on the show as well. So you can really mix and match those shakers up. And then you've also got on the show today as well some cardstock, which we think would suit to make those shaker elements absolutely perfectly. But of course, you've got your worker dies there to be able to create the elements to create that shaker. Then you've got little tags. And then, you know, it's up to you what you pop in there. You can use the sequin dies should you buy those, but we've provided you with some little shakers there for you as well. And of course you can then really go to town with the little straw. You can add on your own sentiments there too. Just a lot of fun. That one is called Cheers to You. Then you've got this little atomizer here, which is the Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum, in my best French accent. And once again, nice and easy to construct these. You've even got your little squidger there as well, to spray out the perfume. Dear, oh dear. It's going to be a fun day today, isn't it? And I've only just started, so I can't even blame the fact that I've been here for 4 days. And once again, all the different stamps and dies to be able to create that beautiful bottle. Then you've got the butterfly. I mean, no collection would be complete, really, would it not, without a stunning butterfly. And I love as well, in fact, I guess the way that you construct this, you could have different colour shaker elements in either side of the wings, which might be a nice way to do things. But once again, we give you all of the little embellishments, the shakers, so you can have mini butterflies as your shakers within inside the shaker card there. Pop some florals in. You've even got a beautiful little banner which you can stamp your sentiment into as well. And lastly, in this set is the Born to Bloom, which is a UK exclusive as well. So again, how clever is that? You can section off all the different elements of the flower here. So again, you can have different colours within the different petals, within the centre there. It's entirely up to you. And once again, we give you a selection of dies to be able to create the shakers. You've got your little banner there too, and even the foliage to go with it. It's a lovely, fun collection. I think you'll have a lot of fun working with this. And to pick it up today for just $35.96 or $47.88 if you're platinum is a lovely, lovely buy. But I know what you're asking, how easy is it to use? Well, hopefully, Corrine's going to show us that it's very, very simple.
It really is. They're really, really good fun to do, are these? And they're keeping the dies really simple, so they're just so straightforward. So we're going to use the Hello Beautiful. And this is the gorgeous butterfly. So don't think these are just shaker card dies. So you're going to be, you know, if you want shaped cards, if you want, you know, to create your shaped cards, and then you can put other elements on there. I'm thinking you've got your new sayings in your Say It With Style. You could be putting those on there. You know, you could just use these really, really beautifully. You could make bunting out of these. But if you want to make your shaker card, we give you the outline die, and then we give you the extra little pieces for your apertures, and all of the dies will work the same way. So the flowers, the atomizer and the cup all work the same way, that the apertures come separately. So what we're going to do, let me just find some tape. I forgot to grab my tape. I've got a piece of card here, so we're going to make a freestanding card.
Okay.
So we saw quite a lot of samples where they were on the front of cards. We're going to make a freestanding card. Piece of craft card, folded in half, and we're going to put the die over the edge of our card so that we make our card shape. So I'm going to just cut it to about there. So I'm just thinking, I don't need to get the antennae in it. You can get them in or not, it's entirely up to you. So we're going to cut that through, and so that's not on the cardstock, so it can go right on my plates without any worries. I know it's going to cut beautifully, so we can put those on there. And all of these are going to fit through on your smaller plates. You don't need anything above an A5 if that's all you've got.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, it'll probably go through
the MIDI
on your go as well, and it'll go through in your MIDI, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Will it go through the MIDI, did you say?
The MIDI.
Oh, MIDI. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they.
No.
Some of them would, like the Cheers one would go through that. So yeah. So here we have first. We have now cut our card shape. There we go. So pop that bit out, and there you can see we've got our card. Now half my butterfly is missing, so I have got another piece here that I've just cut it out again, and I can pop that on the top, and I've now got an easel card.
Yeah.
That's full. So let's just put those two together. Let's create as we go. So we can then pop that on. So that's just going to go on just with regular tape or tape runner. It's entirely up to you, or your wet glue, and we can just put that on there, and then we've got a proper shaped card. At this point, we're not worrying about joined up seals or anything like that, you know, for your shaker to make the bits not fall out. We're absolutely fine at this moment in time. There we go. So there we have our 10th fold card, you can see, and it's a perfect butterfly at the front. Yep, absolutely, perfect. Really easy, nothing complicated there at all. So we're now going to get our lovely purple card. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to think what's this. This is just, what's this one from? I'm just trying to work this one out. No, it doesn't say, it just says...
is that the deep purple, Centura Pearl?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't 100% sure. So we're going to put that on there, and then I'm going to get the two wings, and I'm going to position them in the centre. So I'm looking at that, and I'm thinking, I'm going to sort of try and bring them down in line with the body there. All the time I'm thinking, I've got to put shaker foam behind here.
Yeah.
So just think it through, that you're giving it enough space that your foam tape can fit behind. So a piece of tape across there, and then we can cut that one out as well. So that's going to cut out perfectly, and this is going to be the very front element. So we've got the very back, and now we want the very front. Just for speed, I've also cut the shape out of a pattern paper as well, just so that we've got that there. And because I picked the pattern paper because that's what's going to be seen through the card. There we are. So I can take those out, don't need those bits. And now I've got this bit, look, and that's going to go on there.
Perfect.
It's going to be quite robust because we've got two layers there.
Yeah.
We're going to put another layer on here, and we've got another layer there. And the other one I've cut out is my acetate. You can see I've also cut it, I've put my foam on ready.
Got you.
So you can see we've got quite a lot of layers, so it's going to be quite robust as we go. I mean, how quick is this coming together? It really is popping together quite quickly already.
And simple and easy to follow as well.
Oh yeah.
I reckon I can make one of these.
Really, really easy.
And I like the fact as well that you've got, as you showed, that you've got the dies. Obviously, you know, they're great for making the shakers, but just great dies to be able to cut out different shapes to layer up. You don't always have to use them as a shaker, do you not?
No, not at all. Just think of all the different ways that you are going to be able to use these. So pop that one on there. That's going just on there. I put a little bit of adhesive on here. There we go. So there's my card. Now, what we need to be thinking of is we've got our main frame, and that's going to go on top of our acetate. So I've got some red liner tape. We're not trying to get a tape that's not going to be seen because it's going to all be encapsulated. And the other thing is, at this point, we don't have to make a seal, because you know we talk about when you do shaker cards, you've got to be careful that you've sealed it shut.
You don't be shaking your bits everywhere, do you?
This is going between, the acetate's going underneath here, so that's not particularly an issue. I'm just going for speed, just trying to go round in one piece because then it'll be easier to take it off.
We've got all the red liner tape on the craft along for you as well. We've got the 3mm, the 6mm and the 12mm available for you in packs of 3. You'll find that on the Shop the Day page, but if you need to stock up on the red liner tape, all 3 sizes are available for you on the Shop the Day page.
Right, I'm also going to just put a little bit of my dotty tape pen down the antennae because you just need to make sure that they stick, otherwise they're going to float around, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we've got that there. So I'm going to stick this on top of my acetate. It's easier to get all of these ready before you go anywhere near your sequins.
Yeah.
Because once you've got your sequins in place,
yes,
you need to be, I find, need to be reasonably quick. So I'm going to bring in my acetate, which you can actually see because I put the foam on, and I'm going to pop that on top, just like that. There we go. Now, because these have all been cut with the same die, you know they're going to fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, put that on and you can just...
We've also got A5 heavyweight acetate on the show for you too. My knowledge today is good. You can tell it's my first day because I'm remembering all the stuff that we've got on the show. I generally sort of slacken off as we head over the 4 days. But yeah, the A5 acetate, we've got 3 lots, I think, for you on the Shop the Day page.
It's really good acetate. It works perfectly. Right, so we've got our shaker just there. Now that's going to go onto here. But what you need is you need some sequins.
You do.
So I have got in here, I have brought in my Sparkle and Shake,
Yeah.
Jewel of Love, and also Shining Star. So it's entirely which one you want to do. So let's go with the Jewel of Love. And in here, you've got the die. And this is going to cut multiple sequins in one go. So
Okay.
pick your cardstock, any cardstock you want. And this is what's so great, is everything can coordinate.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing is, this is a single-sided cardstock.
Glitter card you got there?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So you just need to be careful when you put them in your shaker, because I have found this before. If you've got one-sided cardstock, just make sure you put them pattern side up when you put them in your shaker. Now what you've noticed I did as well is I have put my foam tape into, I've almost created 2 chambers.
Yeah.
Now you could come across here and across there. You don't have to put foam tape down here. Then you'd have a single chamber, and then you could have the sparkles going from side to side as well. I've created 2 individual chambers, and as you can see, there is no way out. That's not going anywhere.
No.
And that's quite important because we've all done it. We've all created shaker cards which we haven't sealed. Now look at that. Can you see? Absolutely brilliantly cut. Even though this is a glitter card, there we go, each one has cut. I'm just doing this carefully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke some of these out, and I'm going to just pop these now. I am, like I say, I'm being careful. I'm going to try and get them into the 2 chambers, and you've got different sizes, but I'm going to make sure that they go the right way. Now some of these, you've got different sizes here, the bigger ones in the middle, so I'm just going to focus.
Those little hearts?
These are little hearts.
That's so cute, super cute.
It is, isn't it?
And of course, if you have more of those than you need for that particular shaker, you can just cut a load and put them in little pots, can't you?
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Always have spares left over, and I've just got a bag with all my sequins in.
Yeah.
And then next time you want to make a card, you're just going to have them to hand ready.
Yeah.
So let's just I'm just popping those. So just want to make sure I've got them not upside down. That one wants to be upside down. Because once they're sealed in the shaker, there'll be no room for them to turn over. That one really doesn't want to turn over. So we just put them on there. They can be piled up, but just making sure that they're the right way up. You could also be putting in some, I like to put in like a little bit of chunky glitter at the same time, because that always looks really nice. There we go, flip that one over. Oops. And then we can come here. I've dropped quite a few. Now, you do, if you haven't got the shaker dies, you are going to get some shaker elements with the main dies. So, you know, don't worry if you haven't got them. It just makes it nicer that you've got options, isn't it? Now, I've also cut some out. I'm going to try doing it this way. I've cut some out of our Centura Pearl as well. So it's just nice to have 2 different colours. Let's see how many with these that are going to land the right way up. And I am just focusing on the smaller of the hearts, just because the chamber isn't the biggest. So we can just put the smaller ones in. There we go. Oh, every one of those went upside down.
I've heard of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's Corrine Robinson and the Chamber of Sequins.
That's very Very good. I'm impressed with that one.
Cute.
There we are. Right.
Sharp this morning. Sharp. Awake and alert. Ready for the bad puns and jokes.
Well, if you can't do them on day one,
well,
goodness help us by day 4, Ben.
Exactly right.
There we are. Right, so I'm just flipping these over just to make sure we get them the right way. It's up to you. You can put as many layers of your shaker foam on as you want. I've just put a single layer on, so that means that they can move up and down, but they're not going to be able to flip and move around. If you want to make it a little bit deeper, then obviously you can just popping those in there. So this is the most fiddly bit, is making sure that they're all the right way up.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go. Turn that one. I can see oh, there we are.
That's very precise of you as well, because I have seen shakers where you've got ones that end up being the wrong place.
It just spoils the look.
Yeah, I know
doesn't
what
it?
you mean.
I just wanted it to look right, and show you how to get it right. So let's split those off, because we've got them sealed like that, and put them where I think that's going to go. And like I say, if you've got some glitter, haven't we got any glitter? Oh, I've got a little bit of glitter. I'm going to add a little bit of glitter on there, just because I can, just to add in that extra little bit of sparkle. Can you ever sparkle too much? I don't think so. Now I'm going to take this foam tape off. Now remember, as we were saying, you must have a solid piece of, well, not one solid piece, you must have no gaps.
Okay.
You can put it on in as many pieces as you want. It's not that it has to go in one.
But that's why you use the roll, isn't it, as opposed to like your foam pads. Because
oh gosh, could you imagine with those little mini foam pads?
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd get little bits squeezing out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that would take forever. To put that on, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Now, if you put the acetate on first, you would have got your foam tape in perhaps a better position than I've got mine on, but I was trying to be quick.
Question as well about the acetate, which is a good one. Aunt Penny says, does acetate have a right and wrong side, and what weight do you use for doing the shakers? So you'd use our heavyweight acetate, wouldn't you? And does it have a right or wrong side?
No, it doesn't, but we do actually have one side has a protective film on.
Yeah.
So I've already taken the protective film off this one, so yeah, so let's just get that off. You just do find that sometimes when you go around a corner where you've sort of cricked it, it will sort of click, and sometimes the backing just comes off. So we can take that off right now, and then all I need to do is come down and pop that on to there, and then you can see, how that shakes perfectly. Now also in the set you've got a banner. In each one you've got some form of banner or sentiment, and you've also got some stamps in your pack to that you can add on. So I have cut out the banner twice, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to snip this banner in half, and then I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to pop a little bit of tape, regular tape behind there, and then I'm going to get the banner, and I'm just going to extend beyond there. Look, can you see with the silver? And then we can then put that along there, and then I want a foam pad. Oh, I've got shaker foam here. Let's use that. Hey, good shout as well from Aunt Penny, who says, message to self, always use two-sided card or paper for sequins. Yes.
That is another way to do it, isn't it?
I was using some the other day when I was doing one, and found it a lot easier with a double-sided card. It's just, sometimes the colourway you want isn't always in double-sided. So, it can be got round. So we can then pop that across the centre, and then just using the little tiny sequins that come with the actual shaker die, I've been able to cut out a couple of little butterflies. I've got my tweezers here, so I'm going to pop my little butterflies, and maybe you could use your 3D gel or your wet glue, and then we can pop one of our little butterflies on there, and then my second little butterfly, if I can pick it up, is coming down here, and that's going on that way. And then we have a perfect little shaped shaker card. Isn't that absolutely wonderful? Tactile, sort of kinetic cards draw people in. And if anybody sees that on somebody's mantelpiece, they're going to give it a little shake and enjoy that. I just think that's so cute.
Yeah, absolutely right. And like you said, you've shown us the precise way and the best way to be able to pop these together, because, if you're anything like me, you're going to be picking up and shaking it the whole time. And the more you shake, the more chances are that bits are going to fly everywhere.
Exactly.
but if you do it the Corrine way, you'll not go too far wrong. We'll recap on this collection. Got to say hi to Gilmore. It says hello, Ben, Corrine, Gordon, Justin. Justin's not here today. It's just Gordon. I'll ask. Is Gordon. Justin's at home, I think, because they're waiting for the plumber or something. I think that's what it was. Jeffrey says, morning, Ben and Corrine and the superstar CTV crew. This is the full collection that you're going to get, as we said, the ability to be able to make these amazing shaped shaker cards. 66 elements in total. If you want to go on a two for, you can. Two for £27 or $35, less, of course, your discount. You've got your Cheers to You, which is your little jar there. You've also got that really cool eau de parfum, which is the atomizer, all the bits to be able to build these up to make the most brilliant shakers. But as we said, if you just want to use these as elements to layer up on your card, to make your shaped cards, you can do. You don't always have to use these as shakers, but they have obviously been designed to create the most brilliant shaker cards. That's your gorgeous Hello Beautiful, which is the butterfly. So you can section off the chambers and put in different colours should you wish. And you could do the same with this one as well, which is the UK exclusive, the Born to Bloom. So again, if you wanted to, I guess you could section off all the different petals and indeed the centre of your flower there to have lots of different colours of sequins or shakers inside the card. You also get all of the stamps and the dies there for £35.96 or $47.88. Of course, as we said, you will get the elements to be able to create the shakers within the set, but if you want more, maybe like a lot of you want more variation, then you've got the ability to do that as well with these fantastic sequin dies. Three-piece collection, really, really great buy here. So £15.19 or $22.36. It's one die per set, but however, you look, as you run through there, you're going to get a whole host of different sizes of the three different shapes that we've got. So that one there is your Shining Stars. And the thing is, you can cut this a couple of times through if you've got enough for the one project that you're making. But then, as Corrine was saying, you've got tons left over then that you can save in little bags for later on. This is your Sparkle and Shake. Reminds me of little buttons, or what's that, little CDs as well, those, but you've got those in lots of different sizes. And then lastly is your Jewel of Love, which are the gorgeous hearts. And again,
because we did a craft along,
yeah,
and we did a shaker card using our slimline nesting dies, and we used them in there, look, and we cut them out of glitter card and vellum, just to show you. So that
is that it there?
That was it. That was Sunday's craft along. There we go, and you can see them all in the background there, using vellum. So think of different fabric, materials that you could be cutting them out of. They look lovely out of vellum, or acetate.
Colour that, you could colour your acetate, couldn't you?
You could colour your acetate, you could do vellum and then put your sparkle pen over the top, or put your sparkle pen over the top first and then cut them. So yeah, loads and loads of different ways to use them.
So many great ideas. That's worth popping into your basket. £15.19 or $22.36 if you're a platinum member. Good morning to Lorna Jane. He says, hi everyone, I'm looking forward to the craft along this afternoon, which is going to be with this collection. Just grabbing a few bits to eat, grabbing a bit to eat. Horrible weather today, so I'm glad to be staying in. Typical, isn't it? Just as the kids go on half term here in the UK, the weather takes a turn for the worse. And Sarah Brown in Australia said it was cold. It's 7 degrees here. Got my heater on and I'm making a hot drink. Well, listen, whilst you are getting yourself settled, maybe getting yourself a drink to settle in for the day with us, we'll give you a chance to check out your baskets. And also, worth bearing in mind that if you are somebody who's thinking about joining our club, worthwhile doing today as we get ready to celebrate the Jubilee, because you'll get £5, dollars or euros added into your account as a new Club Inspire member. Here is a bit of information about that club.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome back. Yes, exciting times if you have just joined us. It's the last day for you to take advantage of our Memorial Day sale on the website, up to 75% off selected items. And as I said before the break, if you're not yet a Club Inspire member, join up. It's free to join and you'll be able to take advantage of all the deals and special exclusives that we've got coming up as part of our Jubilee extravaganza, which begins tomorrow and runs through until Sunday. So plenty of reasons to get joined up. And if you are a Club Inspire member, which I know plenty of you are already, tell your friends about us. Tell them why they need to join up, and make sure you mention that they'll get £5, dollars, or euros for signing up to the club right now. Now, let's go back to Sunday when these were launched. The Natural Beauty stamps. This collection with 6 elements is an absolutely gorgeous selection of stamps. I suppose for you to get better with your colouring potentially, if you're someone perhaps who's invested in some of our Spectrum Noir products, maybe you're somebody who's invested in our Academy of Colour and you're looking for stamps, I guess, specifically to help you with various areas, because when we talk about colouring, I think people get worried about doing things like skin colour. Fur, people always find very difficult to do. Maybe things like texture when it comes to like nature, foliage, florals, those kind of things. And again, hair is another one of those things which I think people potentially get a little bit worried about. This collection, not only is it going to allow you to create some absolutely gorgeous images for a whole host of occasions. I'm looking at some of these and thinking, weddings potentially, proms potentially, cards for the little girls in your life as well. These are going to be brilliant stamps for you to be able to practice doing all of those things which potentially you're scared of, if you see what I mean. Like this beautiful stamp here, which is timeless braids. So again, a great way for you to be able to practice colouring the hair, getting that skin texture just right. You're going to get plenty of stamps within this collection as well. I mean, look at that one, absolutely gorgeous. That one is called Little Darling, so beautiful as cards, maybe for the little bridesmaids, flower girls that you've got at a particular wedding as well. These are all with a 20% saving too, which brings the platinum price down to £30.39 or $38.20. So 6 beautiful stamps in their own right, Corrine, but also a great set to, as I say, get practicing with, really.
I think they are. They're just practicing. I mean, all you need is possibly a quarter of a sheet of your Nina card.
Yeah.
So, you can be practicing lots and lots of times. When I got these ready to do the shows, and I just stamped them out multiple times. And what I tend to do is I have my piece of cardstock underneath, and I often keep that together. Because what I will do is when I start to come to do it, I will use it as a swatch, and then I'll maybe keep that with it, and then I'll keep that together, and then the next time I know what colours work. But you can change the colours. As we showed you earlier, you can be doing these blonde, brown, auburn, black hair, grey hair. You could be doing punky coloured hair. You could be doing unicorn style hair. It's entirely up to you. There is no right, there is no wrong. Yes, we have put an example on the front of each pack, and I think if you get on our Crafters Companion Facebook page, you're going to see so many examples of people that have coloured them. So like you say, you've got your Little Darling, you've got your Timeless Braids. These are hair goals. I look at these are hair goals. If somebody did my hair like that, I'd never take it out. I'd never take it out again. I would parade around like the proudest peacock ever. Look at that, look at how much hair she's got. But those are all absolutely gorgeous. Let's put those back into there. But we are actually going to do luscious locks now. And I'm going to do it a slightly different colourway from there, a bit more with an auburn hint to it at all.
Okay.
Now, these have been designed, and when you look at the stamp there, you can see we've got nice big areas for colouring. There's no really tiny, intricate pieces that you're going to struggle with. These have been designed perfectly for your pens with the brush nib. So whether you're going in with your illustrators or whether you're going in with your tri-blend brushes, perfect. If you've not got those, then go in with your traditional classiques or your original tri-blends. They're going to work perfectly. I always use my stamping platform. If you follow other people on here, you'll probably see they might use their rocker blocks. You do what works for you. We were also saying, I think what would look really, really nice would be heat emboss stamp these and then just do a colour wash over them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That you stand, you know, you don't have to spend hours and hours colouring them if you don't want to. You know, if you want to do some heat embossing with these, then go ahead and heat emboss them and do a colour wash. It's, you know, it's your stamp. You colour it how you want. There is no right and there is no wrong way. So I'm just going to pop it on. I'm going to pick it up now. This is a new stamp, so I'm going to grab and have this out for a couple of days. Where's my brayer gone? Is it still out there? Not brayer, my lint roller. Because it's a new stamp, it's never been used.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you do this, don't you?
Yeah, just take off all the product from the manufacturing process. I'm probably about ready to change the paper on my brayer. I can see where it's picked up all the bits. Just takes off. I know, who was it? Jan was saying she will go in with her watermark, cover it with her watermark, doesn't stamp, and then puts on the ink that she's doing because it just stops. You know, sometimes on that very, very first stamp, you get almost like a little bubble effect. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, whichever way works for you. So I'm now going in with my alcohol-proof ink. Really perfect because we know what ink we need because we're going to colour with our alcohol pens. Now, if you want to colour with your watercolours, if watercolouring is your choice, then that's absolutely fine, but just use your waterproof ink pad. It works for you. I can see straight away, this is picking up the ink brilliantly.
Yeah, it's taking well, isn't it?
Yeah. And look, the detail is beautiful, but without being too intense. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So turn that round onto my Nina card, and then I will.
Have you had your hair done recently?
No.
Oh,
Thank you.
I was just covering me bases.
You're just covering your bit. You can tell you're married.
I say this all the time. That the thing is I know pretty much when Laura gets her hair done, but the thing is when ladies have their hair done, it's more difficult to notice because if you have a haircut, you have like a tiny bit off.
Yeah, I went to the hairdressers within the last month, definitely within the last month, a couple of weeks ago, and I actually said I don't want anyone to be able to see I've had a haircut.
Well, what was the point in going then?
Because you... God, that's such a male thing. Because
that's a simple. I think that's quite a good question.
I needed the ends trimming off.
Oh, well, you had like split ends.
It's split ends because I put a lot of heat through it.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually want it to be any shorter. I think a good haircut is a haircut that you can't tell's been done. That's to me.
Really?
Yep. That's my definition of a good haircut.
Ah, but I say, yeah, exactly, George. And no one will notice, and then no one will compliment.
If no one notices, that's perfect haircut as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Unless you're changing your style.
Right.
There.
Well, at least I can scrub you off my list now of I don't have to,
Tick. Yeah,
don't worry about complimenting Corrine's hair.
Right.
She doesn't want it.
So this is Nina card, and I've just put it on top of a piece of just my multi-purpose card. Now I've got a few of my sort of skinny type colour pens just there, as you can see. So all I would do is I would put them on here. So some of these might actually go a bit better on the hair, but we'll see. So I'm going to I put them into sort of groups, just like this, so we can pop them onto here. Now the great thing about the illustrators is you can use either end for the hair. and it works really well. So you know, sometimes you might want to use the little bullet because to put the detail in. So you can do this like this and then put them like, I just find this easier because when I'm colouring, I'll go, because look, FS6 comes out like that. So I'm thinking, I can see that then, when I'm colouring, I look and I think, I need a little bit of a warm tone there, or I need a little bit of a this. Because I've got them there, I'm not going in with the wrong pen.
Yes.
And so I've also got, some colour for sort of her hair and a t-shirt, we're going to go green. But I've also got some bits for her hair. So I'm going to go with Fair Skin 7. Now, it's exactly the same ink in your illustrators as in your tri-blends. It's the end, it's the brush that's different. So don't worry, if you don't have all the colours that you need in one format, then mix and match them. It really, really doesn't hurt at all. So there we go. So let's go in with those colours and we'll see how far we get with those. Like I said, I've got a few others. So first of all, I'd go in with her skin. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with the palest colour and I'm just going to go all over. So this is where we would do our smooth blend. And I do it on the skin, but I wouldn't perhaps do this on the hair because I don't need the smooth blend on her hair because I almost want the brush strokes to show because I want to be able to see the sort of hair strands. So I'm coming in here. Now, can you see I've gone over once. I don't know how well you can see, but that's not very smooth. I'm just going to take my bracelet off for a minute because it's clunking and if it's annoying me, it's bound to be annoying everybody else. I always forget. Right, there we go. So then I just come in and do another layer and straight away, as soon as I go in with my second layer,
so same colour?
Same colour.
Just layering a second layer over?
Yeah, and I've not done her nose and I've not done her eyebrows because I'm going to do those a little bit paler in a minute. Not her eyelids, sorry, not her eyebrows. So it's same colour and that's what we call a smooth blend because you think a blend must be 2 pens. Yeah. But for a smooth blend like that, that just means I've saturated the card and if you turn around, it's starting to come through.
I see.
And that's why I've got my paper underneath. If I didn't have my paper underneath, the ink would hit the glass mat and then it would come back into the card. If it's too much, it'll start going into there. Then I might pick up my next colour. I'm thinking my next colour, under her hair, I'm going to come up with the TN2 and the TN3. Yeah.
Why have you left her nose?
Because I'm going to do it a little bit paler.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to do one coat of the same colour and her eyelids. So there we go. So let's go in with her TN2. So wherever it might need a little bit of shadow, so her forehead is just going to come up here. Just where her hairline is, we can do just there. And then we can come up here and maybe just under her nose, just here, and just under her lip, just there. If you think about it, it's all the places where it's going to be a little bit darker. And then we'll just go very, very fine, just actually on that hairline with that darker colour, just on that hairline, the faintest bit. Now, with alcohol pens, your paler colours bleach out your darker colours, so that's why we've gone paler to darker, because your dark won't bleach out your paler colours. And then I'm going to come back with my 6, and other end even, and I'm just going to colour up to that. Like I say, it's going to bleach it out, so I'm not going to go over it, so I'm just colouring up to it. And can you see it then blends that in? And we're going to then just get the darker shade where it's highlighting over. There we go, just come round here and then round here. And then I'm now going to come down her nose, just the one colour, and on her eyelid. So I've created, can you see, we've now created a little bit of shadow.
That's amazing.
Yep, really simple. There was nothing complicated there, was there? Really, really wasn't. I'm just going to go in with that one, FS. I'm just going to go over. Again, bullet nib, I'm just going to dot, dot, dot round her lips, and then I'm going to get one of my greens with there.
Have you always enjoyed colouring personally? Is it a craft that you do quite a lot?
It's something I've done more and more over the recent years, definitely. I didn't used to do it at all, but no, I do enjoy it. It's one of those, you need a bit of time. I would give myself half an hour to colour this from start to finish, if I wanted to get it right.
Yeah.
There you go. So we've just gone in a little bit darker with an eyebrow, a lip, and then I put a little bit of green. So I'm going to put those to one side and I'm going to bring in these. Now, there's a lot of hair there.
There is.
I would do the same as I've done there on her arm here as well. There's a lot of hair, and if you started colouring all that in one go, you're going to go, wow. So don't. Break it down. Make a plan. So I would be concentrating on this piece as one. I would look at this piece as well. You could even come smaller and just do like this piece. Look at this little ponytail. That's a piece, and then down here. So break it down and just do one piece at a time. So we're going to do this little bit on the top of her head. So I'm coming in with my FS7 and I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to drag the colour across there. Sort of flicky techniques, just coming across there, just dragging it. And like I said, I'm not too concerned about that perfect coverage. If I've got a preserved highlight, then so be it. It really isn't a problem. So we're just going to come in just here, just on there, just to add, that's my base colour, because remember, we go sort of with the lighter. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to drag out the next colour. Let's go in with the TN7. So we're going to start where it's darker, and it's going to be darker here, and it's going to be darker here, because if you think about a ponytail, where all that hair is grabbed together, it's going to be a bit more intense. So I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to do little flicks out of there. Just flick. There we go. You can see. Just bring it out of there. And I'm sort of colouring. My flicks are following the shape that the hair is at that point. Does that make sense? We're not doing straight lines all the way.
Yeah.
We're sort of following the curve of her hair. Bring that out. There we go. And then we can do the similar. We'll do it here. So come round here and we can just flick through there. There we go, and that's going to come all the way down here. Now, I would take a lot longer to do this than we've got now. And we can bring that round. And then we're going to come in with our darker colour. So I've got my TN8, and I'm just going to bring that over. Again, little flicks just on here. And you can just see it's starting to look bit more hair-like. Don't have all the bits ending at the same point because it would look a bit too military. You want it all in different areas. So I just keep working through, and then I'm just going to do the darkest bit just here. And once I've got the basic colours laid down, then we might go in and we can sort of fine-tune it. So you can see. Now that's a little bit too much in the middle, so I'm just going to come down with my next colour, but you've got to start somewhere. So we can bring that in, just bringing that in here. Just now, can you see now it's starting to look a bit more like the light catching it. That didn't take much, did it?
It didn't.
It suddenly changed, didn't it? Let's come back in with the next one.
Great tip, like you said, to section it all off though.
Yeah, you've got to. That wasn't my tip. I picked that up off Leanne. I give credit where credit's due. She said, you know, you can be really put off sometimes when you've got a large section. If I was to try and do the whole of her hair, it would just, it would frighten me off. I just wouldn't be able to do it. So we can keep coming in, and then I've got the darker one, just popping it in, just there, just making sure where it's at the crown. But this is where, so then once I've got to it where I'm nearly happy, I'll just show you. If you need to go in with fine a bit, just come onto your bullet nib, and then you can just add in the detail. Once I'm near enough happy with it, I would then walk away from that bit, and I would go and do another section. Yeah. Do another section and another section, and then I would come back to that.
Because it would give it time to sort of dry.
It gives it time for it to dry, time for it to sew, and also gives you time to see it in perspective to the whole of the hair. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So, I know we're jumping ahead, but please don't be frightened off by it. Whoa. Because that's what you get when you then...
Hair goals.
Bring that in. Oh, yeah. very much so. Can you see we've done the same colours on the ears, the arm, that we've just brought down some green on here, matches her eyes beautifully, but you can just see how we've sectioned her hair into all of those different elements. So much fun, but you need to give yourself time. That's my biggest tip I can give you for this. So just use one of my oval dies. So this is my Gemini Stitched Oval 2, and we've just used that, and then we've used the scalloped oval to do a matte layer, really bringing that out and highlighting that. But if you wanted her to be blonde, go for it. She could be blonde. If you wanted her to be brunette, if you wanted her to have grey hair, black hair, it's entirely up to you. I think this is what I love about these so much. So I've got 5 3/4 by 7 3/4 card, folded it over the front to create a gatefold, fold back, and then we've got some gorgeous paper on there. So this is from our winter white papers, really, really pretty. And we can pop that on there. And then we can put that now, just making sure that I line up top and bottom. Yep. And then we can grab her. Let's put a little bit, let me get some foam pads. It'll be easier. Where's the right size? Oh, I can't find the right size foam pad. Ah, that one will do. There we go. So need to make sure I've got it the right side. Put some foam tape on. There we go, just to raise it slightly. Put that on there. There we go. And one up at the top. There we are. Pokey tools. Really, really doesn't take too much at all, because all of the detail is in that beautiful stamp. I've then got a sentiment, a lovely, lovely sentiment, which we're going to pop just, the right way up even. Pop that down there. Wow. And finally, just very, very quickly, let's just, take the lid off our tape pen. And then we can just put on a really pretty little bow to match in with the gold. And how about that? So that is our luscious locks.
That is what you call a hair-raising demonstration.
Oh, thank you.
It's always the thing as well, though. You look at that finished stamp, that finished card there. It looks like it's so difficult to do, but again,
it's breaking it down. Break it down. Do it little piece by little piece, and you'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely right. And the thing is, like Corrine was saying, there's so much out there, so much tuition. If you go to our YouTube page, you can subscribe there. You can see all of the Colour Me Happy shows, where we'll have done shows that concentrate on colouring hair. Doing different skin tones, doing things like fur. So you can see all of those different kind of aspects there. But watch this show back. I know a lot of you have signed up to our Academy of Colour as well, so you can see all of these different ways to be able to get colouring and to get more confident with it. But like we said, at the end of the day, when you think these are nice size stamps, but if you use, say, like a quarter of your Nina card, for example, if you're colouring with your alcohol markers, you stamp it out, you have a go colouring, it doesn't quite turn out the way that you want it to turn out. What's the worst thing in the world? You've wasted a little bit of card. But I think this is a lovely collection to get practicing with. And I also think, when you look at some of the different designs, these would be perfect for, plenty of things like those weddings, like graduation, prom cards potentially. I think there's plenty that you can use these for. Look at that for the, little flower girl or bridesmaids potentially. I just think these are absolutely stunning. And the more you get stamping with these and the more that you practice with these, the more confident that you're going to get as well. And like we said, the fact that you've got so many beautiful images, you can really, really personalise these with all of your different Spectrum Noir markers to the person that you're going to be sending these images to. It's a 20% saving today, launched on Sunday. £30.39 is the platinum price, or $38.20 is the...
I was hiding behind the sign.
$38. Oh, what are you doing there? I didn't see you come in.
I've come to see you.
Have you?
Yeah.
$38.20 is your platinum price if you're shopping in the US. Now, what I've done, I've got the boards for the next thing, and then you've got the.
Okay, perfect. I understand.
Won't you bring in some?
I've got them.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Huh? Don't worry, got them.
Okay. Good news, good news. We're going to show you some other goodies which are coming up on launch party a little bit later on. We launched Decoupage flowers. Oh, I lose track of time now, but it was me and Debbie Fisher. I want to say, was it last Wednesday? Around about that time. But these are fantastic because you're getting a whole collection of different flowers. You're getting the stamps and dies as well. And whether or not you just want to use these as stamps, you can do, because there's plenty of detail in the stamps as themselves. If you just want to use the dies on their own and perhaps construct your own cards with your own paper and cards like that way, you can. But the system that you've got here allows you to create the most detailed, gorgeous decoupage flowers, doesn't it?
Now, it's entirely up to you whether you stamp and die cut or die cut and stamp.
Yeah.
I personally stamp and then die cut.
Okay.
Wouldn't do my colouring, but I'd stamp, then I'd die cut it, and then I would start to add my colour and my tone. These are absolutely beautiful.
This is my fave.
Oh, fuchsia.
The fuchsia. I just think it looks so realistic.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to bring back in Debbie's card. It was outside, because this is the most beautiful, beautiful card with the fuchsia. It's the only one we seem to have with the fuchsia. Oh, we've got one,
one down there.
Ah, it's there, look, it is here.
And I think as well with these, you've got so many different mediums that you can use to create your flowers, right? You can use your cardstock, you can use your paper, you can use your foam with these if you wanted.
Oh, of course you could.
Use acetate potentially. I mean, so many different ways you can use these. I mean, look at these.
Yeah, look at this. This is the carnation. Now, this has been absolutely beautiful. I think this has been done on watercolour cards, so you can really get the dimension. There is another one somewhere where it's been done on vellum. And it's been heat embossed. It is beautiful. And it really, really isn't difficult to achieve. I did one with this one very, very quickly yesterday, and anyone can do that.
I mean, these you could use for things like your corsages, couldn't you?
Yes.
For your
buttonholes.
Boutonnieres.
You certainly could. They would look good. I'm glad we brought this card in. So that's
Debbie's, isn't it?
It is Debbie's.
Yeah.
Isn't it absolutely beautiful? And you look at that and you think, no, couldn't do that. It's really straightforward. We've got the stamens are rolled. We've created a little cup with the first layer and a little cup with the second, and then you'd put the three together. Leaves down, leaves up, it's entirely up to you, and you get the most amazing effect. Or this one's been done on a much finer paper, so you get a much softer look, but it works equally as well. We've got our lily. Again, as we said, the detail comes from the stamp. So you're going to get all of that. Don't worry about how to colour it. Oh, I'm glad they picked up this one, because look at this one.
Yes.
This one has been heat embossed, and then we put little gems in the centre. The whole thing just sparkles. That's the lilac. Then we've got the sweet pea, which I think are beautiful flowers. I love sweet peas. I love sweet peas. We haven't got room in our garden for any, which I think is really sad. But you can have them however you want. So the difference here, by stamping them in black to stamping them in your pink, you get a really different effect. So, however you want them to be.
Create your own flowers in whatever materials and whatever colours you want. And like we said, whether you stamp and die cut and stamp, or whether you decide to kind of just use the stamps on their own or the dies on their own, it's a lovely, lovely collection. £55.99 platinum, or $63.44 if you're shopping with us in the US and you're a platinum member. 2 for £26 or 2 for $30. Also something that I launched with Jan last week, which proved really popular, are the 3D templates. Now these are brilliant, and honestly, jaw hit the floor when I launched these, because I didn't look at the price.
No.
And so when I saw the price on screen, I was gobsmacked, because these are officially licensed products. We work with the original creator to be able to bring these to you, so to be able to bring these to a wider audience. And what these allow you to do is to create the most fantastic 3D projects. You've got a bow card, your butterfly box, and you've also got a stunning tulip box in here. But the price tag is amazing, and the thing that I love about these the most, if you go back and watch the launch day show, indeed like pretty much the whole day there, you'll see loads of demonstrations, but you don't need a lot else with these, because it's all templates, isn't it? So you don't need a machine.
You don't need a machine. Maybe sometimes a ruler is quite handy, craft knife, scissors, and a lot of it I would possibly even use, for your straighter ones, is use your paper trimmer as well, so you're going to get the accuracy. These are absolutely beautiful. I made one of these butterfly boxes the other day, so it's like a little double box there, and then you've got the butterfly wings coming out, which is super. Now look at this. This is the is it the Perfect Papillon from the Vintage Butterfly collection? And this is something I'm really keen to sort of to promote, is just because you've got one collection don't forget all your other collections that you've got, and they all mix and match. You know, everything we do works so well together. So then you've got one way to use the butterfly, or another way just like that. I've seen already that people have received these and started making them, because somebody posted on Facebook overnight that they've been making these already, and they are brilliant. Let me move that that way around. Sorry, there we go. Look at that, the gorgeous tulip. I think that's fantastic.
You can open them up, can't you?
Yeah, look, the box still is workable, so you can have that, and you can have the boxes working on those as well if you want.
Yeah.
Now this one blows my mind every single time. So
bows your mind.
Bows my mind. It really does. So you've got this one here. This one's been done. You're pleased with that one, aren't you?
I was, yep. 2 good ones today already.
So we've used foam pads to stick this in here, or your hot glue would work really well. You want something that's going to grab. A wet glue, it's going to, because you're pushing it in, it's going to pull apart. So really you want a glue or an adhesive that's going to grab. Absolutely beautiful. I just think these are stunning. These have just blown my mind. It's this one. I just love them. Can you imagine someone's reaction when they got that?
Oh, I know. Absolutely right.
Yes.
And the great thing is, you won't believe this if you haven't seen the shows, these aren't difficult to put together either.
No.
You've got full instructions, and also there's a link on the actual packaging itself to take you to a like a Magic Hands video.
All right.
So you've got all of that there as well. So not only all of the shows, but you've got the video there too, and these are really stunning. Elaine says, I've got these. There you go, because people have already got them. I absolutely love them. Gilmore says, Corrine is a flower making genius.
We had a Saturday was all about flowers. I was in my element. I was in my element.
I knew that already anyway.
Thank you.
Because I knew.
You're too kind.
Whenever I think flower making genius.
Thank you, you're too kind.
Lots of lovely comments still coming in as well about the pens and the colouring, those natural beauty stamps. I love colouring, just don't seem to get the time to do it as much as I would like to, says Lynn Harvey. Make time, put time aside and get cracking with that.
Get yourself a tray mat thing. Do it on your knee while you're watching TV. Yeah. Because sometimes that's the best way, because you're not overthinking.
Oh, so rather than going like, oh, I'm going to do an hour of colouring right now.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here and I'm colouring and I'm not doing anything else. Do it while you maybe watch TV. I often do it when I'm on the phone to one of my kids.
What are we going to say then? I often do it when I'm on the phone.
But if I'm on the phone, I'm concentrating on the conversation and you just colour naturally.
Because you do, don't you? You think when you're on the phone, a lot of the time, how many times have you been there with like a pad and you're just doodling away? So why not colour?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
£19.18 for the 3D template collection, or $24.76 if you are shopping with us in the US. Let's have a look at box number 48. So this is the most recent craft kit, launched last... Oh, I lose track of time. It was last week we launched it. It's all, again, all about flowers.
It is. It's all about flowers. So this is our Say It with Flowers. Now, I don't know if you could... This is our nice... I know this is a nice working box because we did. So I'm going to put it round this way. Let me... Oh, there we go. You can see. There we are. Right. So what you've got is you've got gems and ribbon. You've got your flower dies, and I love these. They're not overly complicated. They are what they are, but they're going to make the most amazing projects. Look at the stamps. How usable are those? I'm going to put them in front of the cards for a minute so you can see. How usable are those? All the sentiments that you're really, really going to turn to time and time again. Then you've got your 6-inch cards and your envelopes for 6-inch cards, and then I'm going to lift this up. You've got your papers. Now, the papers sort of fall into 2 camps.
Yes.
You've got your papers for your backgrounds, and there's nothing too fussy that's going to take away from the flowers, because you don't want anything too busy because it's going to distract. So you've sort of your wood grain, your burlap.
I always think like that. It's almost like your decking, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If you're creating like a little garden soon, you've got your garden decking there, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Or your fence.
So, lovely colours. And then your double-sided cardstock is, and it's very slightly linen effect, is all the colours that are going to work beautifully for cutting out your flowers. And the great thing is, one sheet of this, if you look at the size of the flowers, how many flowers are you going to get out of one sheet of this?
Yeah.
So many. Or your foliage, because it's green, but you know what I'm
Oh, you know exactly what you mean.
You know what I mean. So there we go. You're going to get all of your papers as well. And that's what you're going to get in your box, which is brilliant. And it's just that everything you need ready to go. And you've got your box, so you're not thinking, how do I store it? Where do I find it? It's all together. And I love these. I just have them, all of mine, just one after the other on the shelf, and I know where they are.
And whilst, of course, you know, you'll go through your consumables, you'll always have the stamps and dies to be able to work with, and it's always exclusive content within the boxes as well. So it's a great way to dip your toe in the water, and it's a great little gift idea as well. And I think for a lot of people who've kind of bought all of the previous craft kits, it's a must-have. $19.99 is your platinum price here in the UK, or $19.96 if you're shopping in the US.
At least 16 cards. 16 cards, because we give you 16 card blanks. That's just over £1 a card. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And we've got videos, like Magic Hands videos, on how to make some. And
over 195 elements.
Perfect.
Pat says, I can watch Corrine make flowers all day long.
Oh, that's nice, thank you.
Kathy Myers says, good morning from Missouri. Good morning. And I don't know who Cindy's talking about here, but she says, I haven't watched in a while. You look amazing. 20 years younger.
If she hasn't watched in a while, it must be you, because I've not been here for a while. I've only been here since the end of February, so it must be you then. There you go.
I don't know.
20 years younger, what have you done?
I've done...
Shaved off your tash?
Shaved tash has gone. Using a different moisturiser now with a little bit of a tan tint in it.
It's all about the moisturiser.
I think she's talking about you, though. I still can't believe that you are as old as you are.
Thank you.
I sort of class you more as my age.
No. No, I'm an
early
old
40s, like me.
No, early 50s.
I'm not.
I am.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cindy, I think that's what you were talking about. I'm sure you were talking about Corrine. Before we say hello to Gordon, who's with us from Be Creative, let's have a look at the... we've got from Say It With Flowers to Say It With Style.
Yes.
Now, again, this launched very, very recently indeed. And if you are someone who can never find the right words, then this collection is for you, because it's all about... Well, there's actually, I think there's 176 different sentiments in there. But it's a very clever system, this, isn't it? Because you get the dies to be able to cut out your sentiments in different shapes and sizes.
So shall we show you how this works?
Yes.
So what you've got is, oh, they put this one. This is not the one I was using last night because I put them in a little bag. You get a magnetic sheet that your dies will fit on. So you get your 2 dies. Now, what you've got, these crosses here are relevant. Let me turn it around, you can see, there you go. Can you see those crosses? They're the sort of bit that make it work. So what you've got here is you've got your stamps, and they're like plates of stamps.
Yeah,
rather
you're
than
loads in one go, aren't you?
So what you've got here, I'm gonna just leave it on there. So if we then we stamp it on a plate, so you will need a large stamping platform, because obviously you're not going to be able to do it with your rocker block. Imagine that is all stamped out. Then you're going to get your die, and then you lay it over the top of your stamped image. And as long as you line up those 3 X's, 1, 2, and 3, it's going to cut every one of those sentiments out perfectly in one pass. Now, if I show you on here, some are ones where you put your ribbons through, you can see. Some are tags that you can put on.
Twine through, which you get
and
in the
some
box.
are just regular dies. And it doesn't matter, if we look on here, we've got, oops, turn it the right way around. And so each category has 2 sheets, because you've got 2 dies. And one sheet works with one, and one sheet works with the other. So we have got, there we go, I'm going to turn it around so that you can see. We've got 2 sheets of birthday wishes. We've got 2 sheets of time to celebrate. But you can see there, look, they're in the right shape of the banners. And so all of these will work. So even though we've come to a different sheet now, that will still cut perfectly. They've been positioned, every one. Then we've got Just to Say, really useful sayings. We're not going through all the sayings now, but, you know, thinking of you, so very thankful, all those elements, family ties, and I think this is brilliant. We've also got Christmas. 'Tis the Season.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect. And the dies fit perfectly. And you've got the little plastic wallets at the front, so that when you've cut out all your spares, there you go, they're ready to go.
Yeah, and you've got your magnetic panel in there as well to store it all, pockets to store all of your extra bits and pieces that you've cut. It's a great way to kind of get ahead with all those sentiments, because you'll cut more than you need each and every time that you use them. It's a 55% saving on this, and we literally launched it last week. should be
a box full of bits. We'll go through that later.
Yeah, because you get baker's twine, you get ribbon in there as well. There's tons. It is unbelievable. Should be £214, $75.99 or $91.96. It's a massive, massive saving. Elaine says, I love these kits. I will always get 2 kits, one for me and the other is a gift for someone special. And Gilmore says, all those holidays for Ben, it's made him look 20 years younger. Thank you, Gilmore. And Cindy follows up with, no, you look good, Ben, but it's definitely her. Can you go and not stand next to me in future because you're making me look old.
Thank you.
Are you back later on?
I am. We're back. I don't know if I'm back on. I don't think I'm back on now. So I'll be back at 2 o'clock.
Over there. Don't
Over
come
there.
and stand
I won't come and stand here.
because you're very young. I look very old. We're going to go to Corrine's going to go and do a regime, which she does to make herself look 20 years younger. I'll be back in just a few minutes' time with the ever youthful-looking Gordon from Be Creative. He's looking 20 years younger today as well. We might chat more about that in just a little while. We're coming back with Gordon in just a few moments' time after this. We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Take all the hard work out of patchwork with the Gemini Build-A-Block patchwork system. This innovative collection of multimedia dies allows you to create patchwork blocks with ease and total accuracy. This set includes 18 dies to cut a range of shapes and sizes for patchwork or quilting projects. They can cut multiple layers of fabric at once. They include an accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance, plus all of your pieces are cut exactly the same size every time. Follow your own creative inspiration or look through the 20 patterns laid out in the guide. Not enough? There's an additional 60 patterns online. And right now, we have amazing offers on the Gemini Build-A-Block patchwork system. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Tuesday, almost 12 here in the UK. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Lots of you just waking up and joining in. Morning to Pat and Elaine and Cindy. Also, hello to Lynn who says, Ben, have you heard about all the refusals of singing the FOAR song? I know, I pick my moments now. I pick my moments. I know Corrine's not a fan and I know she actively doesn't say the words foam and off, so I don't. I'm not out to annoy people. So I'll, pick my moments. I'll wait till Debbie and Sarah are back in and we'll all sing it together, If you want to get in touch on the socials, you can do on Facebook and indeed on YouTube, whether you want to sing a song with us, whether you want to send in a question, whether you want to say hello, or whether or not you want to say how great a particular product is. We would love to hear from you. If you just want to say hello and we'll say hello back, we would love to hear from you. But it's going to be a great day today. We are, of course, extending our shows later on. 2 o'clock will be a 3-hour show. 6 o'clock will be a 3-hour show because not only have we got a craft log and a launch party, but we are joined by one of our crafty friends. And today we are joined by the brilliant Gordon from Be Creative. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you.
Yeah, lovely to see you. And on your own some today?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. We've got some work going on at the house, so Justin can't be here, I'm afraid, sorry. He's here in spirit, and he's watching and criticising the programme.
Okay, well, I'll wait for his comments to come
he's
through.
criticising me.
If he sends any feedback through, I'll pass it on. But you've got lots you brought us today. You brought tons of product, haven't you?
We have. We're trying to do all sorts of things today. So we're doing some screen printing, totally different way of doing screen printing, the most unmessy way of doing screen printing that you have ever seen. We'll be doing a lot using our range of creative embossing crystals as well. We'll be doing some stamping. All sorts of things are going on today.
Yeah, we are super excited. What I will say is, and I always say, is get ahead on the web, shop the show, because there's lots of items, plenty of items from Be Creative on the website. However, lots of the items we don't have a huge amount of stock of. So as we go through the show, as soon as I get any updates from Erin, who's now in the producer chat, I'll let you know. But if you see something that you want, then make sure you get in nice and quickly. And this is always super popular, the Stampers Friend Pro stamping platform, A4 stamping platform from Be Creative. It's a 10% saving today, £43.99 or $63.49. The platinum price on this, £35.19 or $50.79. I mean, you're going to be using this a lot today, Gordon, I would imagine, with what you're doing, but it's a super, super product to have, isn't it, for people who struggle with stamping or who are maybe wanting to get back into it.
This is the third version of our stamping platform. This one took me 12 months to develop, all during lockdown actually. And what we were trying to do with the third version was solve every problem we knew that every stamping platform we had. We've taken all the feedback from everyone about how the stamping doesn't work properly, how they're having to overstamp so many times, stamp with ink and all the rest of it. And we looked at it and thought, why is all this going on? So we then identified what was going on with all the stamping platforms, and we set out to solve those problems by making a new one. Now, this is an ultra tough stamping platform made of tough materials, which are bonded in layers, and what we have stopped is we've stopped the platform bending. This platform does not flex, and it's the flexing of a platform that causes you all your problems when you're stamping. We have solved that problem. It's a very light touch, perfect stamped image every time. But guess what? When we were developing it, we've also turned it into something else. We've turned the platform into a screen printing tool. So you no longer need a big messy screen printing tool with a big spreader tool and with gel ink going everywhere. As you'll see in a minute, this is the opposite of that. We've turned screen printing on its head, made it as simple as stamping using this one tool.
Wow. Comments already coming in for this, by the way. Faye saying it's the best item I think she's ever had, and best purchase ever. And Stephen Lee just saying a great item that he uses, says it's brilliant for the Say It With Style collection as well. And if my ears didn't just deceive me then, you said that obviously we're going to be using this for stamping, but also for the screen printing as well. Yep.
So in a few minutes I'm going to do a basic demo using this to do a quick demo of screen printing. I'm going to use the crystals as well, but this afternoon, I think at 4 o'clock, we'll then take it up another notch, and I'll show you how to do the basic screen printing again. That's easy, but we'll also show you how to screen print something like a cushion cover, for example, a t-shirt. How do you do it? How can you possibly do that using this tool? Well, you can, and it's simple, and I'll show you that later on.
Wow, looking forward to that. Yes, the great Gordini is here with all of his magic. But this
I was waiting for that.
This is the point, though. If you have screen printing in your mind and you think, well, you're going to need some sort of machine, you're going to need loads of space, you're going to need loads of different tools. The system that you're going to see here and all of the great items that we've got coming up makes it easy for you to do at home in your craft room. But as we said, if you want to make life even easier for you as well, the Stampers Friend Pro is certainly going to be a good friend of yours if you're going to get into the screen printing. So Gordon, quick demo first up on this. And like I said, a lot of people will be thinking that you're going to need a lot of space and it's going to be very messy and difficult to do.
So the reputation that screen printing has is that it's wonderful, the detail that can be achieved is amazing, but it's bulky and it's extremely messy, which it's always been. I used to do it at school, and it was the same. It was always very messy, but we've turned it on its head because I've listened to what people have said. They want to do screen printing, but not if it's messy.
No.
So do you want me to show them?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Right. First thing is, put my glasses on. So we have the tool here. As I said to you earlier on, incredibly strong, sturdy tool. It comes with 4 strong magnets as well. If I open the lid up, the base of the tool is a full A4 size, and for those of you in the USA, that's just slightly bigger than your letter size, so that will fit in there as well. Now, to do screen printing, what do? The base is obviously magnetic, so we take the 4 magnets off like this.
Okay.
Inside here we have a sponge base, you can see there. That's for when we do stamping using clear stamps. If we're using our rubber stamps, we take that off because the rubber stamps are thicker and we need more room. When we're doing screen printing, we take this off. So let me take that off, and now you can see the base of the tool.
Yeah.
Now then, I have one of the A4 size screens here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put a piece of card on the base, and then I'm going to put the screen on top of it like that.
That's brilliant.
Now, on the show today, we have our wonderful gel inks, and we have the Wizzy tool, and we're now going to use both of them to do the screen printing. Now, our screens, by the way, are fine mesh screens. There's something people don't know about the mesh screens, incidentally. The gel inks are wonderful, but you can also use acrylic paints.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Now, whatever you use, whether it's our gel inks or acrylic paints, as soon as you've done it, you pop the screen straight into water, and it all starts falling off, and then you can clean it anytime you want later on, as long as you pop it into water straight away. So, we now get our wonderful gadget, our Wizzy tool. The Wizzy tool comes with 5 different attachments. I've got the sander on there, but we're not using that. We also have the blender pads that come with it for doing all our blending with ink pads. We're not going to use that. What we're going to use on this one is the large brush attachment. Now that just pushes on, and as it goes on, you hear a click, and that's it on. On the other side of the tool here, we have twin speed. One, hear it? And you can see it spinning, and up for a second. There we are. You can see it spinning round, hence why we call it the Wizzy tool. Now, the other important thing about this tool is the motor. When we developed it, the motor is a high torque motor. What does that mean? It means when we touch things, instead of it stopping, it keeps going. It means we can press down, the motor will keep going because of the torque in the motor. So that's important. So now then, you can get the different attachments, but you don't have to with gel ink. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to screen print, but I'm going to dip in and out of different colours, so don't worry about that.
Just to say as well, very quickly, the Wizzy tool is still available. Very busy for it, and we did have the extra attachments which you could buy. Those have sold out, the individuals, but you can get the starter set, but go quickly because it's very popular, Gordon, today.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, I'm going to dip in my silver colour like that, and if you look, you can see there's hardly any gel ink on there. Okay, I'm not going to use any excess gel ink, there's going to be no mess. And where do I want to place my colour? Well, let's start with putting a little bit of silver there. Just watch what I do. I'm dipping in and out of the gel ink. I'm adding a tiny little bit of downward pressure, but basically the tool is whizzing around, pressing the gel ink through the millions of these minute holes we have in the screen. I'm just putting a little bit of silver here, there and everywhere. Now you'll wonder what I'm doing, but bear with me until you see the end result.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a little bit of silver. We'll take that away now.
Is this gel ink just specifically for this process, or can you use it elsewhere?
Gel inks. Later on today, I'll be showing you how you can stamp with them.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm now going to dip into my rose gold. Now, I know some of you will be saying, oh, he's contaminating his colours. It doesn't actually really happen that way with the gel inks, so don't worry about it. But of course, if you had the different heads, then you could use a different one for each colour if you want. So, set it spinning again. Let's add some of the rose gold in the different areas, like this. A little bit there. And all you're doing, you're adding a little bit of downward pressure.
Okay.
Yep. The tool is spinning around and it's pressing in the gel ink.
It's quiet, isn't it?
Very quiet. And I've got it on the second speed. It's up to you what speed you put it on. That's entirely up to you. Now, I'm now going to take the copper, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill in the blanks, but I'm going to go over the whole thing, filling in any other blanks that maybe I have missed. Now, at this point, some people will probably be horrified and think that I'm going to mix the colours or change them or whatever, but you'll see in a second that as soon as I put the gel ink down, that colour stays where we put it. So the proof is in the pudding, as they say.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm right.
Justin's watching, by the way. He just said hello, Ben and Gordon. So.
Did he? Oh, hello, Justin. Thank you. No criticism?
Nothing, just a hello so far. So you're doing well, Gordon. Keep it up.
That's to come later, probably, yeah.
Yeah, only 10 minutes in, so.
Okay. So what we're doing, I'm giving a little bit of downward pressure, remember, because we have to press the gelling through all the tiny holes, but the tool is spinning around doing all its work. We're not putting any strain on our hands and our arms either, because we don't want to do that, because I know some people have problems like that as well, and this makes everything so easy. So I think we've just about done it. As soon as you've done it, I've got a little thing of water here, and all I do, I take my brush, pop it off, straight into the water, and then the gelling starts to come off it straight away.
Okay.
Now then, let's just take our magnets off here.
For the reveal.
Okay, do that. There we are. Drum roll. Oh, that will do, that will do. And let's peel that off like that.
Yes.
Straight into the water with your screen, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold this up a little bit. How's that to the camera?
Oh, that's amazing.
Am I got it properly? Where are we? There we are. Now then, what you can see there, can you see the shine of the gellings as well? And see the detail? And the other thing I want to show you and want you to point out is the fact that the colours are exactly where I put them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now what this means is, with the screens, let's supposing you have flowers and things like that, it means you can colour the leaves in and the flowers, and you can put the colour using the Wizzy tool exactly where you want it. Now, normally with screen printing using a spreader tool, that cannot be done. The ink goes where it wants to go, and you end up with a massive big mess. Well, there is no mess. There was no excess ink there. Nothing. So simple. So we even reinvented screen printing for card making, etc. And I say this afternoon you'll actually see me, I'll be doing a cushion cover to show you how easy that is as well. Now, we're not finished yet.
Okay.
Because on the show today, we also have our embossing crystals.
Oh yes, I don't think I've seen these before.
There's something you do not know, and that's the fact that our gellings are a fantastic medium for embossing.
Oh, okay.
So what we're going to do, now then, I'm just going to do this quickly, and it might look like I'm making a bit of a mess. Yeah, I know.
What colours are you using there, Gordon?
When you're at home, you don't want to waste your embossing crystals. I understand all this, but please bear with me. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So we put some embossing crystals on there. I don't want to cover the whole thing up, by the way, because I still want to see the gelling showing through. Okay. So I'm just going to take this for a second. Okay, like that. Bring it back. You can see the crystals. I'm going to get my heat gun now.
Yeah.
Oop. Bear with me, this is the part that takes time, because these crystals are extremely thick.
Lots of you just oohing and ahhing about the screen printing. Mind blown, right? When you think about what it was like back in the day, like how much equipment you needed, how much space you needed, how messy it was. That is quick, clean, simple, easy, super affordable as well. Erin and George have been flashing up all the details of the items that Gordon has been using, so you can see again, you don't have to break the bank to be able to create these beautiful, beautiful images. And I urge you, Gordon and I will go through a few more with you in just a few moments' time, but get to the website, because some of the screens that you'll be able to get in both A4 and A5 size, you are going to absolutely love. You know, we've got different patterns, we've got different characters, we've got scenes like this on here as well. You guys are going to absolutely go wild, and how amazing these embossing crystals as well. Again, we've got a huge amount of different colours of embossing crystals for you as well, so I urge you to shop the web. Look at the price of the embossing crystals, for goodness sake. £2 and change, $3.99 if you're platinum. Get on board, because like I've mentioned to you, we don't have huge stocks today. Lots of different colours. Producer Aaron is telling me we reckon there's about 15 different colours of those embossing crystals. You've got the different colours of gel inks in there as well for you. Again, a craft which you might not have tried before, but now you're seeing how accessible, how easy it is to do. you're heading to the website right now. You are getting those baskets and those carts checked out. Get in early, again, because this is like your preview show. More with Gordon later on, but I don't know what stock will be left because these will be flying. Look at this!
I'm sorry if I made you shout there over the noise. That's the problem. Now then, so what we've achieved there, our embossing crystals are very thick. They're made up of thick crystals, they have mica, they have glitter, everything. They go onto every surface.
Yep.
But what people don't realise is the gel inks are the most amazing embossing medium, as you can see there. The gel inks dry in a few minutes, but it gives us enough time to do the screen printing and then on with the embossing crystals as well. Now then, the embossing crystals, if it's done onto fabric, they are actually machine washable.
Amazing.
On a cold wash only, yes. And you can emboss them onto fabric, bags, anything like that. They will go onto virtually any surface. They're also, if you put them onto things outside, they're also weatherproof.
Amazing.
And let me show you something else. Watch this. Now, if I bend this, you would think it was all going to crack.
Just go everywhere.
Because these are a type of enamel. Watch this. And they don't crack.
That's great.
Our embossing crystals are also flexible. You can machine embroider through them if you want to.
Seriously?
You can even do that with, if you have one of those wonderful sewing machines that will do machine embroidery.
Yeah.
We've done it loads of times before. I think maybe you've got a sample over there, not quite sure, with the embroidery done. But you can even do that. There's so many things you can do with them.
Yeah.
So the crystals are flexible, and people have never seen screen printing probably ever done like this before. We have reinvented screen printing, made it unbelievably simple. Whether you want to screen print as a card maker, you can now do that.
Yeah.
But the detail you can achieve is incredible. Or you can screen print onto t-shirts, onto bags, onto pillowcases, etc. Again, I'll be showing you a little bit more about all this afternoon.
Seriously, amazing. The comments coming through, you guys are loving this. Couple of questions, Gordon, if I can, which have come through. So Pat wants to know, can you use the embossing crystals with regular watermark ink?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Just you can use them just like a normal embossing powder.
Yeah.
You can use them when you stamp. If you stamp with a Versamark pad and then on with the crystals, yes, you can do that. You will get a completely different look from like a fine embossing powder, but it will pick up all the detail, and you will be amazed at all the colours and things that come out before your eyes. So yeah, you can do all that. Yeah.
And one question from Anne about the Wizzy tool, who says, Gordon, is the Wizzy tool rechargeable or do you use batteries?
It's two AA batteries that go in the back of it. They seem to last a very long time. If you've got rechargeable batteries at home, even better, so you can do that, but that's all it does really. And then it's twin speed, it turns round. Oh, the other crystal, we talked about the crystals being flexible. You can actually die cut the crystals as well if you want to. They will die cut easily. There's so many things they will do.
People are getting very excited about your products. One final question before we move on, because I want to go through with Gordon some of the different designs of the screens that you've got. Kathy wants to know, Gordon, can you use regular stamping ink on the screen prints and use them like a stencil?
Right, the screen prints are made up of thousands of micro holes. You can't see them. You cannot use a stamping ink. That doesn't work. It will not go through the holes. You have to be careful what you use. So it has to be something that starts to almost dry as soon as it touches the screen. It's the way it works. So the gel inks are specially formulated for doing that. Incidentally, one pot of gel inks will do you hundreds of screens if you're using the Wizzy tool. There is no wastage. But you can also use any acrylic paints you want. If you've got acrylic paints, you can use them with a Wizzy tool and do the same thing. A combination of the both and the crystals can be quite amazing, especially if you're into like mixed media, that type of thing. Incredible. We'll be doing a bit more of that today anyway.
Keep the questions coming. Gordon is here all day, but let's go through some of the other products that you're going to be able to get with Be Creative today. So our screen pal, A5 screen. So this is the doily. Again, you can see the prices are so affordable. £6.39 platinum or $9.27. Incidentally, that price is yours as well. If you're here because of Gordon and Be Creative, sign up to Club Inspire via our website. It's free to do. You'll also be joining today where you're getting that £5 credit, and really simple. But this is gorgeous. And again, a completely different design.
The A5 ones that you're showing now also have matching dies.
They certainly do.
So we have done these specially for the card makers out there. And screen printing has never been for card makers in the past. It is now.
Absolutely right. So again, $4.47 for the die set. So when you're thinking you're paying just over £10 to get both of those together, really, really lovely designs. And as I've said, you look at those doilies there, and then I move you on to the next set that we've got. I mean, you guys know me, and you won't be surprised to learn that I absolutely love the robots.
Yeah. Well, the sample you have there, I actually made the whole thing. I'm quite proud of that sample.
That is brilliant.
And I've made it 3D, so I screen printed the background, as you can see. I've done the outside all with gel inks and acrylic paints.
Yep.
Then the die cuts out that robot I put round the edge. And I was going to say, what kid wouldn't want that in their bedroom?
No.
I would, and I'm a big kid.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. And like you said, you've then got the dies there as well.
Yep. One thing to point out about that die set, it's unique. Now, you've got the die there, it cuts out the robot, and you've got the die that cuts out the outside.
Yeah.
The outer die that comes with the robots works with every other screen. It matches all of the screens and cuts the whole thing out. So if you have the robots, you've got that die that works with every other A5 screen.
So that one now is going to be flying out the door because everybody will want that frame to be able to cut out their different screens. So $4.47 if you want to go for the robot, $6.39. I mean, and again, how cool is that? I love this. I love the idea of being able to do screen printing at home, and I just love the fact that you've gone that one step further, Gordon, and added those dies in there as well.
The last time I was here, can you remember we tried to sell something to crafters, but they didn't buy it. They didn't buy anything because I'm trying to get myself a Tesla. So what we can do today, if you'd like to send in your bids today for that work of art, that would be great. That would help me buy my Tesla.
What was that you were selling? I can't remember what it was. There was no bids on it, though, was there?
I can't remember what it was.
Well, this is today's piece of art. It's an original Gordini. If you want to bid for it,
we need £50,000, folks.
Get those bids coming in. Now, this next one I absolutely love. So this is Rolf the Raccoon. So much character in him, and what I will say, any fans of the Guardians of the Galaxy, you will absolutely need to have this in your life because he looks a little bit like the character from there, but it's so cute, Gordon.
We never had that in mind, actually, when we developed him.
No.
We developed him as a steampunk raccoon because he's got the glasses on.
Get that?
And then, you're right about Guardians of the Galaxy, but that wasn't something we'd ever thought about.
No, but I think, like you say, steampunk, it's going to appeal. People who just love their animals, it will appeal. And certainly fans of the Marvel universe will love that too. And you've got the matching die again.
Yep.
So $4.47 for the screen, or $6.39. But of course, you're going to want to add that die into your basket as well, and that is just $4.47, $6.39 if you're a platinum member. So get these, as I say, a really, really inexpensive way to potentially start a new craft, to start a new hobby, to take your card making to the next level. If you've been looking for that sort of next thing to do.
One other thing as well, with the screens, as long as you put them into water straight away and then clean them later on. You can clean them in cold water, hot water, soapy water, it doesn't matter. But as long as you keep cleaning your screens and look after them, you will get hundreds of uses out of each screen. You don't just use them once. You put them in water straight away to make sure nothing dries on them. You will get hundreds of uses out of the screens.
And I suppose if you're putting a set like this together, you've got to have a unicorn, haven't you, like we've got here?
Can you remember like a couple of years ago? Unicorns were everywhere. My God. I don't know what was going on at that point.
Well, they're certainly still popular now. Again, you've got the screen. There's the matching die for you as well. So $4.47 if you want to add that into your basket, or $6.39. As I say, get these in your basket now. Get them checked out because people are waking up. People are seeing the deals. People are loving this idea of being able to do screen printing at home. This is gorgeous as well, Gordon. Tell us about the floral wishes.
The good thing about this is the dies that come with this will cut out the floral wishes separately from the flowers themselves. I think I'm right in saying that. You can check that. Is that right? Separate die.
Yes.
So you can screen print the floral wishes, cut it out, and use it with anything else you want. So we've done them as two separate items. That's one of the screens I was telling you about. With your Wizzy tool, you can colour the flowers and the leaves in, whichever colours you want. You can take your time over that one and create a real work of art. Because we have the Wizzy tool, we can now do this with any screen. No longer do we have to put a big splodge of ink on or whatever with a spreader tool and hope that the ink goes in the right place. We don't have to do that anymore. The Wizzy tool lets us place the ink exactly where we want it, but without using hardly any ink. That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
What I will tell you is though, if you're saying, oh well, he always says it's busy because we've got 2 of these left now. Next 2 people to buy that screen, get it. Anyone else, that one has disappeared. We have still got the die available for you as well. So $639 or $927 for this screen, $447 or $639 platinum for the matching dies. But the next 2 people to get that screen will get it. After that, it will be sold out. Next up, this is super cute. We're off to the races, but it's off to the races with some sort of furry pals, isn't it?
Yep, that's right. They're all dogs and they have their top hats and things on. Isn't that wonderful? Something a bit different. Yeah,
I really like that. And again, depending on the different colour gel inks that you're going to get with this, you can create really different projects each and every time. So again, that's $639 or $9.27. And we've got Mr. Thomas. So we've not got the screen for Mr. Thomas, but if you've got the screen, then you want to get the die as well, right? $447 or $6.39 for Mr. Thomas, who I absolutely love. Now, next up, if you want to go slightly bigger, we've got some bigger screens available for you as well. And boy, oh boy, you guys are going to absolutely love these. Producer Erin just telling me these are all going very limited. Look at that leopard. I mean, that design, Gordon, is just amazing.
I love doing this with the Wizzy tool. I normally start with the leopard's face, and I will use like maybe the copper for the face, and then I will start doing all stripes all over it in different colours. But when we're finished, the fact that I did the face first using one colour, the face pops out from the rest.
Yeah.
And it really does. You can get this most wonderful sort of, is a leopard African or Indian? Not quite sure.
Leopards?
Yeah.
Africa.
Sure?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
sure. Pretty sure.
Well, anyway.
Say it confidently, and no one will know.
I don't know why I said that there, never mind. But it is the most wonderful thing. The leopard just really does pop out when you've done it. Yeah.
It does, and again, think about how gorgeous this might look, if you're making t-shirts, for example, or home decor pieces, you've got the ability to do that as well. And like you said, Gordon, I must just get it into your mind here, you don't use this just once and then that's it. You take care of this, you wash this each and every time that you've used it, use it again and again and again. And just worth bearing in mind, because we haven't chatted about this, but we always cover it off, are people okay to use your products if they maybe wanted to use this to kind of make a t-shirt and sell?
Yeah, as long as you screen print it every time using the screen, you can use it as many times as you want, you can do whatever you want. I know one man, I can tell you about one man, what he does, he screen prints them onto a canvas, he takes that canvas, he puts it in a simple frame, he goes all over the UK selling them at craft fairs, and I will tell you he makes more money than I do.
Well, there you go, it's an idea for you, and once again, when you think for £9.59, $11.13, copy that idea, how much could you sell it for in a frame? You're potentially making a nice bit of money on the side. Let's just talk about this, but talk about the zebra very quickly, because again, we only have 2 of these left available, Gordon.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I quickly hold this up and show this? This sample. This is onto, it's a 3D canvas, you can see it there.
Yeah.
Folding canvas. And that is done with the zebra. We just used black. That's all we did on that one. Look how effective that is onto, so that just goes straight onto your wall.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. These are wonderful for wall decorations and that type of thing. We've taken screen printing to a slightly different level, giving people different ideas.
Yeah. And like you said, there's so many pros as to why you would get these. Like inexpensive to do, easy to do. You're not making a lot of mess with this as well. And I just think the fact that you've got the ability to pop this onto loads of different materials too is phenomenal. Last 2 chances to buy the zebra. I'm just covering everything off. But you've got to be quick. That will disappear. It won't be here for the next show. Yeah. This next one I absolutely love. This is our John's favourite, because John, a very big fan of the supernatural and kind of out of this world. And this one is the Space Invader. It is a little bit War of the Worlds, this, isn't it?
It is a little bit, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Remember that? Something like that. Yeah, the guy is being sucked up into the alien craft.
It's so impressive, and I love again that I said this earlier on, you brought so many different designs, and you are hopefully covering off something for everyone.
We try and appeal to everyone for all different, different uses for them. Yeah, we do, yeah.
That one again, £9.59, $11.13 if you're platinum. Again, if you're not a platinum member, you can sign up to the club today and get 20% off your first order. So that price will be relevant to you as well. From Space Invaders to Delightful Roses, but you guys have found this one on the website. I will tell you there are 4 more chances to buy. It's been such a busy morning. I mean, you're never going to go wrong with flowers, are you, Gordon?
Well, that's actually one of the ones I was actually aiming by what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, with a Wizzy tool, you can colour in the roses, and you can actually do the leaves in great detail in different colours. You can have wonderful fun with colour on that one using the Wizzy tool. I've done that so many things onto different surfaces, and every time it looks amazing. Now, the other good thing about that one, you can maybe screen print with something else, and you can maybe just take an element of that, like the single rose, and screen print that along with other things. That's the good thing about this. It can be used in addition to some of the other screens you have. Yeah.
4 chances to buy that one, and then that will disappear. Next up, now this one, sorry, that's very excitable, wasn't it? If you want to be able to recreate Gordon's demo from just a few moments ago, this is the one that you will need. Extreme. So if you've got any kids or grandkids into their biking, I want to say BMX, I don't know if that's still a thing. It was back in my day, but that's a lot of fun, isn't it, that one? $9.59 or $11.13. So you can grab that one right now. We've got a bit more stock of that available for you, so jump in and grab it. Oh yes, Gordon, here we go. Here we go. Rock on, everybody! 3 people can grab this. I love this.
Fantastic on the t-shirt, I have to say. We've done it so many times.
Yeah.
Kids t-shirts, kids, adults, anybody. It is amazing on a t-shirt, that. It really is, yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you again, sad news is only 3 people have got the ability to get that because it's already proved super popular this morning. So $9.59 or $11.13. We've covered Gordon's covered everything here pretty much. You want music, you've got it. If you want biking, you've got it. If you want flowers, if you want out of this world, if you want animals, it's all there. But go quickly because these will disappear. I think it's kind of really hit a chord with a lot of people that screen printing is achievable at home. And it doesn't have to be expensive.
That's it. We've reinvented screen printing using our new Stamper's Friend tool and the Wizzy tool. These are things that people have not really seen before. We don't need a big screen printing tool. It doesn't have to be messy. No spreader tool, no mess. Very, very simple. Anyone can do it onto virtually any surface. As simple as that.
Quick question from Jennifer, who says, when is the spray emboss coming back? I've missed it each time and it sells out too fast.
It's coming back when they ask me to bring it.
Right.
It's up to you.
Watch this space. And by the way, Anne says they do have leopards in India as well, so we were both sort of...
Do we? Oh, okay, that's good.
Right.
I've heard they've got some in England somewhere, so people say.
Oh, right, yeah, just like roaming...
Yeah, they're always seeing big cats, aren't they? Yeah.
Like the Beast of Bodmin down in Cornwall.
I haven't heard a zebra being seen yet, though.
No. Oh, no, you see those all over the place.
Hey?
Zebras you see all over the place, don't you? Zebra crossings.
Very good.
Harry's like, don't let him out of the box. We're going to do a vote for the demo of the show. So we'll see Corrine's first, and then if you want to show your extreme in a few moments.
Yeah, I will do. Of course I will.
So, Corrine, you go first.
First one we did, we went in with the shaker card and we used a lovely butterfly with our shaker card, and we used also the sequin die. So that was our first make of the day.
Yep.
Our second make of the day was the Natural Beauty, which is so pretty, isn't it? Just showing you those lovely colouring techniques. And please enjoy those. They are just so much fun. So those are the 2 we did on my section.
And Gordon, just remind us what you made.
Oh, I made this. So we screen printed this, remember? We're using the gel inks, and then we finished it off with the thick embossing crystals. Look at that.
So there we go. 1, 2 or 3. I reckon you've got about 3 minutes or so to get your votes in on that. You can go and sit in the comfy area if you like.
I'll go and sit back down. Yeah. I'll take my cards with me. Thank you.
You're making me look old. Right, let's have a look. Talk us through the gel ink. So we've got a selection of different colours.
Yep.
So the silver, first of all. So these are $6.47 a tub or $7.30. The tubs are, how big are the tubs? They are
150 mils.
But you were saying you don't need to use a lot to create every time.
People have seen, now normally, remember again, with screen printing, gel inks, you see it being poured on, you see a big spreader tool, you see it go everywhere, huge amounts of waste. This is the opposite. We're only skimming the gel ink using the Wizzy tool, and off we go. But I mean, if you have a screen printing tool and you want to do it with the spreader tool, that's fine, that's no problem at all. But if you use the Wizzy tool, as I have shown you, you use less than oh my God, I'm going to say 1/10, not even, probably 1/10 of 1/10. You use so little gel ink to do it, and they go an incredible long way. And this afternoon, I'll also be showing you how you can use them with your stamps.
Brilliant stuff. Just showing you the selection of colours that you've got as well. We've got a nice amount of stock of these currently, but I have a feeling that these will disappear fairly quickly because they are proving very, very popular indeed. So that's your gold, £6.47 or $7.30. Then we've got the gorgeous bronze. So I'm lining these all up together for you because I have a feeling that you'll probably be getting all of them. Then you've got your rose gold as well.
That's a favourite, I would say.
Rose gold's still really, really popular, isn't it?
Yeah, it always, I'd say that's probably our most popular colour, the rose gold. Yeah, people love it. Yeah.
So get that one, and you can see how that shines. There you go. Yeah. I'm not going to open this up just now because I've got previous with opening up tubs and things like that. And then lastly, oh yeah, look how gorgeous that copper is. Yeah. Stunning. $6.47 or $7.30 is the deal on this. Grab all of those if you can. Grab the screens whilst we've got those available as well. We have got embossing crystals available for you as well. So Erin's just asking me, do I feel like I could grab a couple? I mean, I certainly could go and grab a couple. I don't know if I can stretch and be here at the same time. So what am I going to just, just look at the pots, right, and pretend I'm not going anywhere, because I'll keep speaking professionally and say, oh, we've got the result coming up very shortly for the demo of the show. Oh, now Erin's being very specific and telling me which ones she wants exactly. I am going to go in order. I'm picking them up now. So we've got the embossing crystals for you there. So the platinum, $2.87 or $3.99. So again, you know, teeny little pots, but you get so much use out of these, won't you, Gordon? And look at the design.
Well, again, when people will see me, like well, you saw me a minute ago, we hardly use any. All the excess normally goes back into the pot when you've got time to do it, unlike me. And they go an incredible long way. The other thing about them is you can layer them up. You can do one, and you can layer them up as thick as you want. You can stamp into them. Hopefully, I might do a bit of that later. We can use them with stencils, but we have our high-tech wonder sheets this afternoon, and our tape will be using them as well along with the crystals. And then the crystals can go onto any surface. They can even go onto things like rocks, pebbles. You can put them onto plant pots, etc., and they are actually weatherproof when they're outside.
Wow, that is amazing. And again, super inexpensive, couple of pounds, $3.99. That is your platinum. We've then got your copper. Sorry, Erin is taking the mickey out of me because she lined all of these up earlier. What I did is I think you went a line and a line. Yeah, I didn't. I picked two from the front. I thought you went across, but you went back. So that's where the confusion has come in. But look at that gorgeous copper there as well. The texture is absolutely stunning. Yeah. Like Erin's just saying to me, it's got like a bit of a purpley fleck in there as well. Yeah,
you will not know what's inside until you heat them. Then you'll be amazed at what everything pops out once you melt them. There's everything. Every pot is totally different. There are different colours. There are mica flakes in there. There's glitter. It's only when you melt them that you see the amazing things happen. Yeah.
Let me show you one more for now. And can it be the bronze? It's going passing them over now, and I'm getting really confused. This one's definitely the bronze, though. This one here. Don't worry about any more, Corrine. We've got 2 minutes. We're gonna move on.
That's one of my favourites. That one, by the way. Yeah. Got to be a favourite. It's like bronze patina. You've seen like an old antique bronze statue with the patina with hints of the green and the gold showing through. That's what we tried to achieve with that one. Yeah, ancient bronze we call it.
Yeah. That detail on the screen is for the gel ink, not the it's £2 and pence, £3.99 for that. There's the correct details for you, £2.87, £3.99. We have got loads more different colours for you as well, so we'll go through all of those in a much more professional manner a little bit later on. Pammy saying that is so pretty. Wonderful for the autumn collection, says Thea as well. Literally in the last minute, I've got the result for the demo of the show, which we'll do in just a second, but coming up in an hour's time, we've got the craft along, a 2-hour craft along with me and the lovely Corrine. That is going to be all about those shakers, and Gordon is going to be back at 4 o'clock, so 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, and then later on this evening from 6 here in the UK, 1 o'clock Eastern, we've got launch party, where once again we'll see Corrine with a whole host of our recent launches, which you guys have absolutely loved, and another hour with Gordon as well. The winner of demo of the show, 2. Oh, you're going to have to come over.
I'll come over. Thank you very much. That's it. Thank you.
Well done. That goes up on the Crafty Walk of Fame, and it could be voted as the winner later on.
No, so I'm going home now.
Oh, don't be like that.
You've got 2 more chances, hasn't it?
Yes, 2 more chances. Make sure you vote for Gordon later on. He's going to come up with it. You didn't vote. We will see you just a bit. Make sure you check out your basket. It's going to be a fun day here with Corrine and Gordon, and we'll see you in an hour's time. Bye for now.